secondo me com'è?
Welcome, all urbanists, to the island of Capri. We are in the mountain town called Capri, and it is about a 20-minute bus ride away from the marina where you catch the ferry back to Sorrento or to Naples. Let's walk around Capri, see what we can find, enjoy the vibes, enjoy the views. There's a lot of souvenir shops. We're going to pass a lot of those. And then catch a glimpse of the views as well. So let me know where you're watching from. I'm Ariel, this is Urbanist, and welcome to Capri. Hey Kay, nice to see you here, welcome. Hey Titan, nice to see you here, welcome. So Capri is right in the Gulf of Naples, just a 25-minute ferry ride away from Sorrento, and a little bit longer to get to Naples. Hello Sunshine, nice to see you here. Hello Anna, hello Heather from Northport, nice to see you here, welcome. Oh my god, these are very beautiful coffee cups. Hey Ronald, welcome, nice to see you here. So we just recently visited Axel Munthe, the villa, known as Villa San Michel, and this is their extension of the villa. Hey Reese, good morning. I've been waiting for you to broadcast the beauty. Oh yeah. Limoncello. Hello Susie, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Good morning to a lot of the people watching from the US. But Ronald, you missed the dinner stream. Power went out. Oh, I hope you got power back. Evidently you did. That sucks to hear. How's the weather right now? Hey Reese, you know it is still very hot, but I don't feel it up here because it's so breezy. So the temperatures feel much cooler, maybe like 78 degrees. It actually feels a bit chilly up here. So we are more taller than the height of the Empire State Building, between like 1,000 feet and 1,800 feet high.
For women, 10,000 different levels. For men, maybe one. That's everywhere, you know.
Hey, Susie, you were watching the previous live stream. It was incredible. Oh, yeah. Now we're walking through the main town of Capri, which is not the town that's famous. We're going to visit that a little bit later after I finish this live stream. Go head back to bus to what is called Capri, which is the town where their main piazza is and all the celebrities hang out. And maybe we'll hang out with J-Lo and Ben Affleck a little bit later. I told Ben that I brought some Dunkin' Donuts from New York. Maybe he'll He'll like that.
Peace, love, citizenship. So American.
So Anacapri is usually associated with being more quieter. A lot of tourists don't make the trek over here from what I've read. Of course, you see mostly tourists. The population is probably not that high. So I hear there's a story about Capri pants, says Ronald. There is indeed. We'll learn about that once we go to the main luxury area. Oh my God. This is a cable car to go up to Mount Salano, which is the highest mountain here in Capri. And this is the island of Capri right over here. It's €12 to go up. If there were service, I would 100% do that in the video. But here we are. So I arrived here via ferry. Hello, hey Reese. Thank you so much for the $3 super chat. I really appreciate it. Arrived here via ferry. This is where you catch the majority of the ferries, unless if you have a private yacht. There's probably a few other docks where you can park your yacht. And I took a bus all the way over here to Anacapri. So we just visited Villa San Michel, which they drew it a little bit farther away, but basically we're in Anacapri. And here is Mount Salento, right around this area. Grotto Asura is down there, which is a geological formation. It's a cave where there's very blue waters in the cave. But would you ride this? Let me know in the comments. Love those wall tiles, says Kay. Oh yeah. Would you ride this? Do let me know. Oh my God. That seems so crazy for me. People are like taking out the bars before they even arrive. Hayri says yes, you would. I couldn't imagine writing this. I would, but also it seems rather terrifying. Usually they would have two-seaters, but these are single-seaters. Sunshine After Rain says, probably not, no. Immediately I would ride this, says Henny. I love riding cable cars. Oh, cool, Henny. Yeah, so that leads you all the way to the top of Mount Salerno. You can see the very top of Capri. Henny says, it's perfectly safe unless you remove the bar. Indeed it is. Or the cable snaps. Or massive wind completely does a 360 while you're sitting down and you fall off. Or Mount Vesuvius explodes and unleashes a huge earthquake and the entire cable cart completely crumbles down. Or Mount Vesuvius explodes, but there is no earthquake, but there's a gigantic tsunami, and the tsunami is so high that you're splashed down. Perfectly safe though. It's crazy. I went one in Madida. And he says, I think Mount Vesuvius will be the biggest risk. Indeed it will. Oh, wow. I've done the Wonder Wheel. I could do that, says Susie. Indeed, yeah, the Wonder Wheel. So round trip is €12. And one way, because who knows if you'll make it back, is €9. And it takes 13 minutes to get up there. 13 minutes. Do that on a Friday. And it's 580 meters, that's what it says? 589 meters. And there's a restaurant up there. Oh, look at this. There's a restaurant up there. You can buy espresso, you can buy your pastries. And they have cocktail hour, 25 euro for a cocktail hour. Hey, Fila, nice to see you here. Welcome, Fila. Welcome to the island of Capri. The summer retreat, or actually the retirement home of Emperor Tiberius. Yep, the same Tiberius in which the famous Captain Kirk from Star Trek had his middle name named after. Adam says, take a ride, please. I don't want to risk it. There's probably not that much service up there in the mountain. Hey, just Kate, nice to see you. Those are the buses that you take all around the island. You can't really rent a car here. Only residents are allowed to have cars. And otherwise, you can rent a scooter. And those people in the yellow scooters or rent scooters. But do be sure to get your license, international driver's license. And here's some local pizza. Can you walk up to Mount Salano? I think you can. It probably won't be too much of a hike. It might be like 40 minutes. If it's a 13-minute cable car ride, that might be a 40-minute to a 60-minute hike. Hey, Mighty Bull. Does travel insurance cover falling off of that? Ronald, great question. Yes, travel insurance, most of them should cover a terrible accident like that. But I'm not sure if you buy a ticket, there's some terms and conditions. In America, there would be. So if you go to Disney World, there are terms and conditions, I think, with the ticket. So, yes and no. Here's La Vittoria Alata de Anacapri. It's a sculpture built by Arnaldo Socchi. Let's see it from the other side. Hey, Rafaela, I live in Rome but never visited Capri. Thank you for showing me this wonderful island. Do you plan to visit Sicily? No Sicily for this trip. Highly recommend Capri. Even if you're Italian, watch my previous video. The sights are breathtaking. So here is kind of the patron guardian of Anacapri, this mountain town in the island of Capri. Hello, Panajotes. Hello, Mater. Nice to see you here, Mater. Niubu. Oh, Niubu. Watching from a nearby France. Welcome, Niubu. Here's the buses. I'm going to take that soon. I already have my round trip ticket. Going to take it back to Capri. It's going to get a little bit confusing because there's two main towns here. Anacapri, which I'm at right now. It's kind of a mountain town. And Capri, which is on the island of Capri. And that's like the main area where you see all the designer shops and there, I think there might be a few nightlife places and also restaurants and things like that. Also, there's taxis here that have no tops. And the taxis are set prices, so you can't really be scammed because it's heavily regulated on this island. So let's show you, before we come back to the main square, let's go over here. Mighty Bull says, Ariel, how many languages do you speak? 2 languages. English and Espanol. English and Spanish. But knowing Spanish, it gets a little bit easier to learn some Italian. WMC, nice to see you here. Let's walk and see a little bit more of the historic center of Anacapri. Panajota says, I know the language of cinematography. That's a good one. Filmic language, yeah, that is indeed a language in of itself. So a lot of souvenir shops. Look at this beautiful building. So here we have a few stops. Centro Storico, which means the historic center. And what should we be seeing right now? So we have a building built between 1876 and 1898, La Casa Rosa, the red house, or the pink house. I think it's probably red. J.C. McCowan, ooh, interesting. American Colonel opening up a house here. Well, that's fascinating. The Chiesa Monumentale di San Michel, the monumental church of St. Michael. And this was built between 1698 and 1719. We're going to see that as well. And Quartieri Storico via Trieste y Trento. What is this? 1632. And we have another church, 1510. Wow, 1510. And Piazza Edwin Siero, which we will go back to after this. So Nancy says, go to Axel Mundt's gorgeous home. Yes, watch the previous video. Will you be going to Pompeii? No. Check out the 2019 video. Full tour Pompeii in 2019. Now it's getting full. We're entering lunchtime, so a lot more people are having lunch. Hey, WMC Madden, you're in the rainy Scotland. Oh no. Has it stopped raining yet in Northern Europe? Have you got any sunshine? Poor Northern Europe and Western Europe. It's funny, I saw an Instagram post of rainy Rome. I was there in Rome in 2 weeks. I only got just a little bit hint of rain. But it was sunny basically those entire 2 weeks. The weather here is great, yeah, and breezy. So it feels a little bit chilly even. I imagine here at night, you might even need a scarf or longer pants. Kay says it's raining here and there's thunderstorms. Have you been to Amalfi Coast? Yes, Adam. Check out the video from 2 days ago. Call Bedford to do the hang. Susie, that's what we're gonna do. I told Ben that I ended up bringing some Dunkin' from the US. And I think Ben now is really keen on hanging out because Ben loves his Dunkin'. It's probably craving some Dunkin' here in Italy. Even though there's great coffee, nothing beats an extra large Dunkin'. If you don't know what I'm referring to, check out any paparazzi photo with Ben Affleck. There's so many of them where he has so many Dunkin' Donuts coffees with them. Like 4 or 5, I have no idea why he has so many. And they're all super large size. Beautiful scarves, wow. This is such a beautiful house. So here we have La Casa Rosa, the red house. Hey! NW says, that's a lovely looking town. Have you found Sophia Loren yet? No, not yet. There's a filming location of a Sophia Loren movie. I think it's Sorrento. I'll double check. I think she lives in Trastevere. Lots of clothing shops. Yeah, a lot of shopping here. A lot of shopping. Wow. Look how beautiful this is. Gorgeous inside. It seems like there's a huge statue maybe Olivia, mother of Tiberius. Let's see. I can. There we go. Wow. It's written in Greek, says Kyle. Yeah, it is written in Greek. And Greek was a fairly used language in ancient Roman times, but I don't know why they have it here, even though this was built much, much later. So it says in the list of the most unusual and bizarre sites, a place certainly has to be found for the building called La Casa Rosa, the Red House. It's situated outside most ancient nucleus of Capri, and it was built between 1876 and 1899, alongside the Aragonese Defense Tower. And it was built on the order of General John McCowan, a native of New Orleans, who lived here with a young woman from Capri. Oh, an American general married a woman from Capri. That sounds like a movie in the making right there. That's awesome. I want to know more about John McCowan. How did he end up here? Surrounding himself with objects that were a tribute to European culture and traditions, McCowan, the author of the first modern guide to Capri. Okay. So General McCowan is actually known as the first modern tourist of Capri. Capri really never was a tourist destination before the 1800s or before McCowan. People might have gone to Pompeii, but they didn't really come here to Capri. It's a bit out of the way. So he made the first modern guide as well, guidebook, and found repose after experiencing Southern defeat in the American Civil War. Oh my God, this man. He was a Southerner, he was a Confederate. Oh, this is a crazy story. The extravagance and fantastic eclecticism. So this is a Confederate soldier who lost in the Civil War, was obsessed with ancient Roman culture, and fell in love with a woman from Capri, and wrote a guidebook about Capri. Some scholars have suggested that it was not McCowan himself who dreamed up the succession of staircases and small vaulted rooms, but some local master mason. And in front, there's a Greek inscription welcoming tourists, actually. That is fascinating. It says, "Hail the citizens of the land of leisure." On the architect, on the top of here in this nave. Oh my God. This is a movie in the making. You could even shoot on location. That's so epic. Okay, to summarize. A general from the Confederacy loses the Civil War, comes all the way to Italy because he's obsessed with ancient Roman culture, moves to the island of Capri, which is basically out of the way. No one really comes here unless for the locals that lived here. And falls in love with a woman here and builds a huge house that's a mishmash of different Roman styles. And writes a guidebook. That's like a Under the Tuscan Sun, but Civil War era Under the Tuscan Sun. Under the Capri Sun. That's a good title. Under the Capri Sun. It's a little bit of a pun if you're American. That's so cool. Right. Let's continue walking through. Definitely would make a great film. Yeah, Under the Capri Sun, ladies and gentlemen. Directed by Ariel Vieira. Who should play the general? And who should play the woman from Capri? Do let us know. The woman from Capri has to be an Italian actress. The general has to be American. And I think it'll be befitting of him to have a gigantic mustache. Henning says, Capri Sonne, in English Capri Sun, is the name of a juice brand in Germany. Henning, oh yeah, well it is also in the US. Hence, that's why I said it's a pun. That's cool that the pun works in Germany as well. Is that where Capri Sun originated? I don't know. Well, Capri Sun seems like they got their name from Capri. Capri is a very interesting island. It has inspired a lot of things. So, caprese salad, which is very well found in almost all of Italy. You can even find caprese salad even in Greece. That comes from Capri. Capri pans, we'll learn a little bit about that when we go over to the main area. And then we have Capri Sun, the famous juice, in that bag. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a juice bag. And let us know what else has Capri in the word, in the title. Panagiotis says, so in Greek that means greetings, citizens of the city of citizens or the city of inertia. I recommend Mary Jane as an Italian actress. Make it happen, says Peter. Oh, class has another great Capri in the word, capricious. Oh, that's fascinating. I wonder if it comes. I wonder if it's a reference to the island. Capricious. If you don't know what capricious means, it's an English word that stands for, it's a bit hard to describe. Someone who's kind of giving you a hard time. They don't make it easy for you to chat with them. They're being capricious. Wendy says you're meeting with Mary Jane soon. Wendy, I have no idea where you heard about that. I have no clue where you get the idea from. I have no idea how you're thinking that it's even possible for me to go all the way up past Florence to Friuli and organize an expedition with Mary Jane so I can feature her in a bunch of live videos as she shows us all the beautiful views of her hometown. I have no idea where you're getting that from, and it's not something, it's not gonna happen. Oh, look at Capri by Capri. You wear these with some Capri pants, drinking a Capri Sun, you'll be all Capri. Capri all day, every day. Panagiotis says that doesn't make any sense in Greek. Well, yeah, it seems like General McGowan was a fan of ancient Rome, but not so good with ancient Greek. Maybe the mason that he hired here in Capri didn't really know Greek and kind of just estimated a word. Oh, look how beautiful this is. Martin says Capri corn. Oh, okay. Martin, you hit the nail on the head. Capricorn. Capricorn, where does it come from? It's the same root word for the island. So the island Capri comes from goats. Yeah, goats. They used to hang out here. Some of them still do hang out here. I haven't seen any yet. But maybe when we see a little bit more of the mountains, we'll see a little bit, maybe a goat or two. So goats used to hang out here. But Capri also comes from the root word in Greece, and Panagiotis could let us know what's the word for wild boar. So people believe that this had a variety of different animals that were easy to get meat from, goats and wild boar. That's where we get the word Capricorn, because Capricorn, of course, is a sign that's the goat person, the half-goat person. Look out for the English letter box. Ooh, yeah. Oh, look at this restaurant. And look at all the celebrities that have come here. Oh, this is a pizzeria. What? This is a pizzeria? Oh my God. Let's see, who do we recognize here? If you recognize anyone, do let us know. I do recognize this guy. Danny Glover. Not to be confused with Donald Glover, who's a different guy. Danny Glover from Lethal Weapon. That's so awesome. Is that DMX? Panagiotis, I'm thinking more of the word kapros. Kapros, I think, is the Greek word for wild boar, or at least the ancient Greek. Wendy, are you there? Yes, I am. Oh, am I in the photos? No, I'm not. I don't see anyone else I recognize. Kobe Bryant. Oh, that's Kobe Bryant? Thank you. Robert? Kobe Bryant? Really? I don't think that's Kobe Bryant, no. Capriccio Pizza. Yes, Jay. Capri also comes from here. That pizza comes from here. This is a cool looking place. Is there a seat? Does anyone want to have a meal here? Do let me know. Let me know if you're interested in trying some pizza. Hey, so that is Kobe Bryant? He is? That's really cool. That's awesome. Kobe Bryant was here. That's awesome. So let me show you the church. Let me know if you want to have lunchtime here. What time is it? I see 2 people dining. So I think we'll be okay. All right, let's have a quick lunch. I'll show you the church right after. Stay tuned. Bear with me. Oh, buongiorno. For one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just pizza is not possible.
Pizza's not possible, but do you have any other food?
Pasta, insalata,
Okay.
meat, fish.
Anywhere outside?
Yes.
Wonderful, thank you. Hey. All right. I'm filming a video. Yeah, I explore cities.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, wonderful. I'll have some agua gasata, per favore.
Yes?
Yeah. Thank you.
Sure. You found our menu direct on your smartphone with the
Ooh,
QR code.
you have a paper menu, please?
I'm so sorry, we don't have.
A paper menu? No.
We
no.
have, but in the QR we have the new plate.
I don't have access to another phone, so.
Okay, I give you my phone.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
E ora,
Do you have a spaghetti alla limone?
risotto, limone e gamberi.
Oh, interesting. And is that unique to the island, or
Yeah,
what's another pasta dish that's unique to?
if you want the special for the day,
Yeah.
it's a sciatielli, it's a homemade pasta
Yeah.
with the fresh red tuna, eggplant, and the yellow red cherry tomatoes.
Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting.
And also sciatielli
Yeah.
with lobster and yellow and red cherry tomatoes and fresh burrata, and risotto with the paprika cream and the clams.
I'll have the spaghetti alla limone with gamberi.
It's the risotto.
Yeah, risotto. Oh, it's risotto.
This one.
Oh, that's the one. Oh, okay. Yeah. with shrimp. Okay, let me see. Ooh. Let me see what else. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's it. All right, so we're gonna try the risotto with shrimp, gamberi, which is shrimp in Italian. And let's try it out. Yeah, let's see how it is. What we're having, says Wendy. We're gonna have risotto with. I want to try a lemon pasta dish at least once here. Risotto. I haven't had a risotto yet here in the U.S. I didn't want to have lobster, so that's why I didn't get lobster. What is your carrier? Because no service with T-Mobile in Italy, says Debbie. Debbie, I buy always a local SIM card. Local SIM card every time. And in this case, I first had Wind Tray. It's a weird name, but it's a combination of wind and tray, which means three. Wind Tray. And that was great, but I ran out of data. And you can only really have 70 gigs for each month. So I had to get a new SIM card. And that new SIM card is TIM, but I also have another phone with that SIM card being being Vodafone. So I actually have 3 SIM cards. I spent a lot of money in SIM cards. Each of them are about 30 euro each, 30 to 40 euro each. Burrata is a kind of mozzarella, but heavier and creamier. Yes, I would love to have burrata, but I'm not so in the mood for lobster. But you know, it's lunchtime. Usually, lunchtime you can't get too fancy. You just gotta have something more straightforward, I think. Oh God, this sounds so yummy. I'm so excited to try pasta with lemon, or a risotto, which is kind of like in between pasta and rice. Action did the same. That makes you feel better. What do you mean? Staticella too. All right, so let me show you a little bit more of the views. Ask me any questions you would like whatsoever. It appears that their pizza oven is broken, and that's why they're not having pizza at the moment, but that's okay. It's a good opportunity to try a pasta where Kobe Bryant and Danny Glover both attended. That's kind of cool. I wonder if they were here together. Can you walk by the beach? Stay tuned, I'll be going a little bit later. I gotta keep track of time because my ferry leaves at 5:40 p.m. So we're gonna eat. I'm gonna show you very quickly a little bit more of the town, and I gotta get myself back to Capri. It's funny because when I bought the ferry ticket, the woman behind the counter was recommending me to stay only until 4 and to not bother staying here all the way until the last ferry, which is 5:40. And she recommended that because she said you're not really going to do much. You're going to be bored. And I don't know, I disagree. I think this island seems to be an island to take your sweet time in. And B, this is a place where there's a few things to do. And walking between these places is be too difficult. You have to take a bus and then you have to wait for the bus. So you're better off kind of allowing more time here in Capri. And that's my immediate impression. I went to Positano yesterday, check out those videos. Positano to me is a shorter day trip. Unless if you're going to the beach. But it's a bit shorter. Here, I think you could spend more time. Hey, do you miss New York or would you stay there longer, says TT. I miss New York. I'm starting to miss New York. I'm starting to miss my cold brew coffee and my banana bread. And I'm starting to miss eating rice bowls. You know, rice bowls don't sound so interesting, but after having a lot of pasta and cheese for quite a while, I'm starting to miss some rice bowls. Bowls, not balls. With like squash or roasted pumpkin and vegetables and other things. So I'm starting to miss that. And then I miss big city energy. So while I'm loving Capri right now, I am eager to go back to a bigger city. So I'm very excited to go to Florence. Hey, Mighty Bull, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Mirna, thank you so much for the 10 Canadians. Mirna has sent over 10 Canadians over here to Capri. Thank you so much for sending over 10 Canadians. I love gathering all the Canadians together. Thank you so much. Kay says, pop over here and make you a banana bread. Yeah, I'm kind of missing... Here in Italy is making me miss English culture. I haven't experienced Irish culture yet, but it's making me miss British culture. Now it's kind of... Italy is working like a big aperitivo in terms of travel, opening up my appetite for UK and Ireland. And I went to an Irish pub in Rome, and I don't know, just hearing the Irish accents and Irish hospitality is very different. It's kind of very warm, and you can joke around a little bit more. It felt very interesting. So I feel like Italy is acting like an aperitivo for UK and Ireland. If you don't know what I mean, aperitivo is drinking a Aperol Spritz or a Negroni or a similar light cocktail, and you have tiny little bites around 7 p.m. and then that is apparently to open up your appetite so you can have a good meal at like 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. Any ruins of Tiberius's villa still here? Yes, Paul. That's why Capri might require a little bit more time. I can go to Villa Jovis. I decided against it. A, probably because there's not that much service up there. And B, I'll mostly just be showing you ruins. And I just really want to show you more of a town at the moment. I already showed you Roman Forum and the Roman Colosseum. I kind of want to show you more of the experience of a local town. So that's why I'm here doing a restaurant and a walk through the small little town in the mountains. But yeah, Villa Jovis is still accessible, which is the Villa of Jupiter built by Tiberius, the last one he built, where he had all debaucherous activities. Since you're doing a honeymoon tour, will you be doing a trip to Venice? Venice, I never really imagined it for my own honeymoon, at least. It is definitely a place I want to visit, but it's never been a place where I thought to myself, oh, I really want to do a honeymoon there. Try risotto red radish. We're having it tonight, says Camila. Cool. Where can I find red radish? Saturnia Hot Springs in Tuscany region is free and so beautiful. Ooh, cool. That's awesome. Since Bless sounds really good, Ariel. Oh, you're going to have fun there, says Kay. In Ireland? Yeah. I do have a feeling. Ireland, you know, Italy, if you're on a budget, Italy is much more or less expensive. It's a lot less expensive than UK and Ireland. Because Italy, you can transport yourself via train, and within major cities, you can use public transport. And also, you can stay in an Airbnb fairly close to the city, so you can even walk. In Rome, I stayed in Prati, where I was able to walk everywhere. But in a country like Ireland, you require a car, and the expenses go way up once you start renting a car. And of course, you have to also stay at B&Bs or hotels or whatnot. Or people could be so kind and let me stay at home. This might be obvious, but is the river named after him? Tiberius and Tiber? I don't think so. I don't think they're related. Maisie says, you'll change your mind when you visit Venice. I really want to see Venice because of the film Spider-Man Homecoming. Such a great film. And it takes partially in Venice. Christoph says, Venice is a must. UK, here you come. And let me read any other comments. Now, Bolino restaurant near the Marina Grande is a beautiful place to dine under a grove of lemon trees. Ooh, that sounds cool. I dined yesterday underneath a grove of lemon trees with Cassandra, the local expert of the region, and it was really fun. Check out that video from yesterday. Want some gandulas and pork, says Sonia. Yeah, you're not gonna find too much combination of meats with. You really won't find rice here in Italy. I have not encountered rice at all. I'm not sure if another region has rice, but yeah, no rice like you might find in Greece. And then pork mixed in with a pasta. Probably the maximum you can find is kind of a carbonara, which is guanciale, which is the pork jowl, or a bacon mixed in with pasta. But no proper like huge chunk of pork. Would you write a travel book or memoir one day? NW asked. Ooh. I don't know. I don't really I haven't traveled in the way that you would see in Eat, Pray, Love, or Under the Tuscan Sun is semi memoir. It's almost kind of a memoir. I haven't traveled in that way to kind of immerse myself deeply into a place in terms of getting to know the culture. I think to be a travel writer, you kind of just have to travel and not work during it. And I am making videos, so most of my travel experiences is the challenges of making live video, or the beauties of making live video. So no, I don't think I would write a travel book. What's the schedule for the philosophical chat this month? Ooh, good question, Ronald. Very good question. TBD, I'll let everyone know. I am taking Friday off, so Friday tomorrow I won't be doing any videos. Risotto is mostly northern Italian. It's rice. Try pesche funghi frutta de mare. Okay, so risotto is indeed rice. A photo book I might do, yes. I don't really write about my personal experiences, but I do like to write about more kind of life lessons I learn while traveling. So you can see my personal Instagram for that. So, okay, so Paul says that the river Tiber was named not after Tiberius, but Tibrinus. Hard word to pronounce, the king of Alba. So he was one of the old Roman kings. Are you going to more Eastern European time of lunch or dinner? Or prefer earlier meals? Says Panajotas. I prefer earlier meals. I grew up American / Puerto Rican. Both countries we eat dinner. Puerto Rico is very early for dinner. Puerto Rico, you eat dinner like at 5 or maximum 6. Of course, you can go out and have dinner later, but it's like if you're every day, you're having dinner mostly at 6, right after you get off work in Puerto Rico. And I would have dinner even earlier because it would be like at 4. Because my parents worked also in the school system, so they got off work around the same time I got off school, so we just eat dinner then. In the US, it's very similar, where you just eat really dinner right after work, which is around 6 p.m. So I kind of grew up with that, and I got used to it. To me, it's still a bit weird, unless if I am going out or walking around or working late. Then I might have dinner later. Check Cinque Terre. I will look into it. Have you had tiramisu? No, I have not had a tiramisu yet. Surprisingly, I have not enjoyed a tiramisu. Named after, okay, let's see. Hi, it says locals in Venice have been protesting. They say no more tourist overflow. No more cruise ships, but tourism is also the main income, so they need to find a better balance. Perhaps, COVID help. Yeah, I've noticed that in Italy. Greece, they were so eager for tourism to stay. You know, making a video in a restaurant, they were so happy that I was doing it. Here, you know, many places could care less if making a video of it. It doesn't really matter to me either way because I just want to show you the food. But I found that very interesting because it shows that in Greece there's a active interest in maintaining tourism on the individual business owner level. So when I bought my sandals, I got excellent service. It was very personal. The guy chatted with me. He double checked the sandals. They really took their time in getting the right fit. When I went to the restaurants, I got impeccable service most of the time. They were very friendly, very warm. Restaurants, oh my God, the hospitality there was on another level. Definitely one of the highest hospitality countries I've been to in terms of kind of bringing you in. And in the archaeological sites, same thing. Archaeological sites, they were like very interested in kind of you having a good time there. I don't see the same thing in Italy. And I think it's because they're not so 100% dependent on tourism like Greece is. Greece is very deeply dependent on tourism. Italy is not that dependent like Greece. It's like the US, it's not that dependent. Grazie. I've experienced that in Greece too. They were so appreciative of you coming there. Yeah, they were. So, bread has arrived. Now, pro tip, bread usually is not for eating before the meal. Unlike in the US, in Italian-American restaurants, they'll give you some butter with this. Or you go to a Spanish restaurant, also in the US, they'll give you some butter. Puerto Rico, many restaurants give you butter. But here, the bread is for scooping up the juices. Did someone eat this? Or it came like this? For scooping up the juices. For scooping up the juices. There we go. This is a full piece of bread. And there's some little cookies here. Wonder what this is for. Harder. It's like a bread cookie, completely savory. Maria says the bread looks suspicious. Did someone take a bite? It literally looks like it, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, but it does look like it. Andrew says you're lucky you're not allergic to anything. I'm mildly allergic to almonds, which I would not say too loudly in Italy because they take allergies very seriously. But yeah, I'm to anything. The few allergies I have are very mild. Ashley says, it was me. I was in spirit and took a bite. Let me show you more of the views. Those little biscuits are called tarali. I bought some yesterday. Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, I've seen these biscuits sometimes offered along with the bread, and sometimes they come as sticks as well. And hello, Teresa. Nice to see you here. Where is this? Capri? Yes, we are at Capri. We're gonna walk a little bit more soon. I just want to show you some food, and then we're gonna continue walking around a little bit more in Capri, and then I gotta go down to Capri. which is like the main plaza area, before I have to go and take my ferry back to Sorrento. Good morning from Ontario, Canada. Do these little biscuits have anise in them? No, no anise. No anise. Plain biscuits. How does the Therian Sea differ from the Aegean? So we're looking at is the Therian Sea. It seems a bit rougher, but I really didn't take a boat in the Aegean. And it's a bit more hazier. Maybe it's due to weather conditions, or it could be due to the sea itself and the surrounding geography. I don't know, but it looks hazier and it looks rougher. Will you go to Florence? Says Marco. Yes. Tomorrow, I'm heading back to Florence. I'm heading to Florence tomorrow. Ronald says, phew, thought you would say Santorini again. I just realized in the video yesterday in Sorrento, I said, we are having pizza in Santorini. Sorrentini, I think I said Sorrentini, which I combined Santorini and Sorrento. So, yeah, I was thinking about Santorini. Show you more views. Let's people watch a little bit. Feel free to ask me any questions as we wait for the pasta. We'll people watch. NW, have I visited Malta? No, that is on the top of my list. I don't know if service would be doable in Malta, but it's on top of my list. I've always wanted to visit Malta. Very interesting, mysterious place. Grazie. All right, it has arrived. And Camilla says, why mysterious? It's because the history there, it's a mishmash of Arab, North African, so pre-Arab, so there's some Egyptian influence. Also, it's the language Maltese is a mishmash also of like ancient Latin with some Arab. There's a lot of things about it. And also the flora, the trees and the flowers and the animals are very unique to the island where you can't find them in other places. So there's a lot of cool things about Malta that are very interesting. So here we have risotto alla limone e gamberi, which is risotto with lemon and shrimp. It looks good. It looks really good. Tiny little plate, that's okay. Perfect for lunch. Look at that. Wow. Sunshine asks, will I also be going to Lucca and Pizza? I've been getting so many questions of people ask me, are you going here? Are you going there? Are you going there? Are you going there? Are you going there? Are you also going there? on the personal level, I really do not like hopping around too much. I really don't like it. To me right now. I feel a little bit hopped off too much. Like in staying in Sorrento doing day trips to a bunch of places. I feel a little bit like tired out. I don't like hopping around too much. So, short answer, no. Longer answer, I would have to be really deeply interested in it, because I wouldn't do a video if I'm not interested in it first and find it worthy of doing a day trip. Because if I'm not interested, it probably won't make a good video. You can just rather you watch a vlog of someone who went there who is interested, rather than me trying to kind of go to these places where I'm doing my best to muster the energy to be there. That's why I love big cities. That's why it's called urbanist. I just thrive in big cities. I don't really like too much kind of going to hopping around from place to place. And that's the type, and also the content functions way better when I can show you a city. Here, it's nice, but in the cities, is where live video I think really kind of thrives. All right, so let's try this out. That's super lemony. Oh, that is really good. Nice soft shrimp. The risotto almost has like a kind of al dente quality to it. And I love you have that kind of typical shrimp seasoning, but I'm not sure what it is, combined with the lemon. In America, we have a similar taste profile to this. Almost tastes like a shrimp scampi. That lemon is so fragrant. You bite into it, it feels like you're right next to a lemon grove. The lemons are sweeter in Italy, says Debbie. Yeah, they are. I've noticed that. And yeah, it's perfectly cooked. Look how you have the greasiness of the I'm not sure why it looks greasy, but it's a very good combination with the lemon. So it does taste a little bit like a shrimp scampi. Wow. I'm in love with this. The bell tolls for this plate because it's about to be completely gone from this earth. They didn't have acid burn, says Debbie. You know what? That's where bread comes in handy. Combining a little bit of bread with the acidity of a lemon pasta, I think, is a better combination. So almost everything that you find in most Italian restaurants is local. And I assume these shrimps come from the local sea. Really good and very soft. Very tender. They're like more dense than American shrimp. Unas Gitario, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Unas says, no bread with risotto. Why not? Unas. Italy also is a very interesting country as an American because there's a lot of gastronomical taboos. Way more than you would encounter in America. In America, we don't have that many gastronomical taboos. There's a lot of things that they say you shouldn't do here in Italy. And more I hear about these taboos, the more I feel to myself like, why not? What is really the problem? I get it. I get it that it must have some old kind of medical knowledge passed down through the ages. Yes, there definitely is some validity to it. But at the same time, is it that serious? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it is. I don't think you're ruining your experience. I think it's okay to listen. I would say if you're a traveler and want to immerse yourself in the culture, I would say listen to what people are suggesting. Give it a try. They say no cappuccino after 2 p.m. Maybe just start trying those little macchiatos with the little drop of milk. Try that. But if it really doesn't bode with you after giving it a try once or twice, then just do whatever you want to do. Drink that cappuccino at 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Make bread with the... Break bread with the risotto. Put pineapples on your pizza. Live your life. Live your truth, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let... Consider a culture, respect it. Respect their ways, don't judge them for having their customs. But when it comes to your life, it's your life. You live it. No one else. But this is a mighty risotto. The flavors must be absolute, otherwise you would not enjoy the pleasure. It says, I get unas. I hear you. But I'm gonna say no. Sorry. I hear you, but no. For me, I'm gonna have bread with my risotto. BA says yes to pineapple pizza. And Susie says, I'd be a rule breaker. Yeah. I love lemony food. It is very good. I just squeezed more lemon onto this food. It was really good. Hey, Chris. Nice to see you here. Welcome. Hope everything's well in Glifada. Hey, do remind me of your name, the one written in Greek. I know you told me a few times. It's a bit hard to remember, sorry. It might have been Caterina, but she asked, tell me that the food is really good in Italy and Greece. Indeed is. It is absolutely amazing. There's great food everywhere. Jay says with Parmigiano, no. So generally you would not... I don't think there's cheese in this. I can't 100% tell for sure, but generally cheese is not mixed with seafood. It's another of the gastronomical taboos, which is very interesting because in U.S. culture, we do mix cheese with seafood. It's Caterina. Thank you so much for tuning in. Andrew says, I just undid my belt for you to make more room. What is this dish called? Risotto alla limone e gamberi, which means risotto with lemon and shrimp. Or risotto made with lemon and shrimp. Unas says, absolutely forbidden to have Parmesan with fish in Italy. Yes, indeed, it is forbidden, yes. Never eat lemon chicken in the food court. It tastes like car perfume, says Little Gnome. Yeah, I mean, that's U.S. for you. And also, sometimes in the U.S., they don't even use real lemons. They use lemon extract, which, yeah, it doesn't compare to these lemons. When life gives you lemons, ladies and gentlemen, make a risotto. Are you enjoying it, says Wendy. 100%. This is an amazing meal. 100% loving this. I'm really, blown away. And it comes with this. I'm not sure what this is. Let's see. This might be for the end of the meal, but let's try a little bit. Oh, it's basil. Nice basil. It's such a fab dish. What is your first meal that you're going to eat back in New York City? As Inspire Life. That's a good question. First meal I would have in New York City is a cold brew, a large cold brew with banana bread, which Kay has offered to make me, or at least the banana bread has offered to make me in Ireland. But yeah, that would be the first like snack I would have. But beyond that, I would have avocado toast. Absolutely love avocado toast. My favorite dish. And Ronald says, when life gives you lemons, tell them to order Hawaiian pizza because you need to talk to the manager. Not a very good price is a reasonable price, says Debbie. Oh, I'm not sure how much this costs. Might be more New York prices because we are in a kind of a luxurious island. This is, you can think of it as the Mykonos of Italy. I must join you in having a salad. Right, Kay. Having a salad would be so nice. One day I'll have a salad. One day. One day I'll find a salad here in Italy. There has to be a salad somewhere. Ginny says, I don't know how you stay so slim. Ginny, it's easy. It's very easy. All you gotta do is walk 10 miles a day. Very, very easy. It's the simplest thing in the world. Be sure to have very good walking shoes. Prices are reasonable in North Italy. Yeah, I can't wait to go to North Italy. We're all watering to see you enjoy that risotto. It is amazing. I'm about to finish it. Here's the second to last scoop of risotto. Combination of lemon and shrimp with the softness of this rice, Italian rice. Just delicious. If you see this on the menu somewhere in Italy, give it a buy. Try it out. I'm very impressed. And the basil, oh my god. Let me show you. Let me show you the most important part. You know, it's important to be very neat. It's important to clean up after yourself in Italy. Let me drink some sparkling water before I show you. Alright, it's very important to clean up after yourself. So do yourself a favor and do this. Make sure you leave that plate clean. There we go. No need for a dishwasher. It's done. It's clean. Una says, bravo! Scarpetta time. Is that what it's called? Scarpetta? In Sweden, they lick the plates, says Elisine. They do? Is that normal? I know that is a big taboo in the US. You do not lick the plate in the US or in Puerto Rico. Una says you're a true Italian because I just scraped the plate with the bread. Well, that's what the bread is for, ladies and gentlemen. Don't eat it before the meal. Wait to the very bitter end and scoop up every last juice of that risotto or that pasta or that meat stew that you buy. Scoop every single last ounce of it. Don't let any one drop behind. Unless if you're full, because please do not eat beyond being full. I know grandmothers in many parts of the world will force you or guilt trip you to eat beyond fullness, but don't do that. I would recommend not to do that. But beyond that, scoop every last ounce if you still have space. No wonder that the late Kobe Bryant came over here. Is dipping bread in olive oil an American thing? It's more of an American thing, Susie. I think so. So far in central Rome, in central Italy, which is Rome, and now in southern Italy, I've not seen it. Who knows with northern Italy? We'll see later this week. But it doesn't seem like to be an Italian thing. It seems to be more of a New York thing or American thing. The olive oil. Olive oil, I think, is also a Middle Eastern thing, combining the bread with olive oil. Don't quote me on that, but I went to Turkey and they did olive oil with bread. Yeah, I think it's also a Middle Eastern thing. Maybe you want another risotto. I am a little bit full. That was a very filling dish. It looks small, but that's the thing with these pasta dishes. They look small, but they're actually really, really filling. All right, so are you excited to keep on walking around? I'm going to show you more of Capri before I have to head back to Capri and show you the ritzy area and talk a little bit about Capri pants. We do it in Greece, but usually with the olive oil that stays on the table. Okay, thank you, Panajotas. Yeah, I haven't seen it too much here. I think also in Spain they also do olive oil with bread. Ginny says you could do olive oil tastings just like wine. Oh yeah, you can. Yeah. Oh. Are you feeling home at Italy? Seems so, says Catherine. I really love Italy. I feel very comfortable here. Would I live here for like a year? Not so much. I would prefer a bigger city. I love more kind of a more faster pace. Lisa, you look very handsome in this darker shade of gray. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna grab myself actually an espresso. I think that is required, and then I'm gonna head out and show you a little bit more about Capri and that church behind. So bear with me. BA says because you're a New Yorker still. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna order soon. Stay tuned. Scusa.
Alle 2:30 già non fa di pizza.
Staff is arguing. I can't fully understand, but it seems like they're arguing that they're pissed off that a lot of tourists are not coming in because there's no pizza. And I think the woman might be pissed off that the guy who's the host, or the person in the front, is not really making a good, compelling offer. Just immediately saying there's no pizza. That's very funny. All right. Bear with me. Scusa.
Sì.
Un espresso, per favore,
Sì.
e lei conto?
Sì.
Grazie.
Un caffè, Federico, per te? Sì.
Sì, grazie. Evelyn, hola. ¿Vas a visitar otro país después de Italia? No, todavía no tengo planes de visitar otro país. I don't have plans to visit another place as Evelyn. So no, yeah, don't have plans yet. Only Italy is on my plate, so to speak. Alicine says, Ariel did not... Alicine's calling me in the very Italian way of my name, which would be Ariello. Which I don't think there's anyone named Ariel, or very few people named Ariel in general in Italy. But you said that I did not clean my plate enough. It needed more cleaning. Yes, I left the lemon. It's hard to eat the lemon rind. Do you speak in Spanish, Roberto? Yes, I just spoke in Spanish. Yes, I'm fluent in Spanish. Can Spanish speakers understand Italian? If they speak slow enough, yes, and vice versa too. I went to, when I bought this hat, the guy understood me more in Spanish than he did in English. Haunting beauty, says Charles. What are you referring to, Charles? Grazie. All right. So this an espresso. Now this is very required. This is required. Okay? I'm usually not so harsh when it comes to my food. But when it comes to my coffee, I'm always fair. Let me know what's a reference to. Here is an espresso, simply known as a café. So if you order a coffee here, it's always going to come like this. Seems small, it's because it's one espresso shot, and that's normal, because you drink your espresso shots throughout the day. Lisa says, Ariel, always love your soothing voice and how you take your time, calmness. Thank you for your videos. My pleasure. And if you don't know what I just made a reference to in terms of the coffee, I didn't do it too well because I was trying to move the camera, but watch the trailer for, what's the name of the movie again? It's the newest movie by Ridley Scott, who directed Gladiator and a bunch of other amazing movies like Alien. He's directing a movie with Adam Driver and Lady Gaga as the Versace family, I think. It's the Versace family. Or it's the Gucci family. Thank you so much, Bernadette. Yes, it's the Gucci family. Watch the trailer, and there's an epic moment where Lady Gaga is drinking an espresso, and she says something along the lines of like, I'm not always too harsh with people, but I'm always fair. And she like snaps the spoon on the glass, but of course in movie fashion they just make it into a huge boom, boom, and it's the most like dramatic way of drinking espresso that I've seen on film so far in the trailer. I haven't seen the film yet. I think it comes out in a few months, but check out that trailer, House of Gucci. Cheers. Grazie.
Grazie.
All right. Expensive. I'll show you the bill soon. Let's try it. Lady Gaga looks like quite the actress in that movie. Oh yes, I'm excited for that movie, House of Gucci. It also takes place in Italy, from the famous Gucci family. And being an animal lover, I wonder how the Italians care for animals. I barely see stray dogs or cats here. Very little. I haven't seen too many. Nowhere compared to Greece. It's like America. There's not that many stray dogs or cats. I've barely seen people walk their dogs, so I'm not sure if there's a big dog-owning culture here. I'll pay for the meal, says Kay. Okay. Kay, you don't have to, but I appreciate that, Kay. Thank you so much. All right, everyone. Kay is being so kind I'll show you the price first. Here's how much it costs. So I said New York prices, of course, because we are in a very luxurious island. You can think of this as Mykonos in terms of Italy. So it's $28.50. Coperto means it's the charge to stay, to eat inside. This is the service charge. Some restaurants may charge you this, and cafes as well, if you order a coffee to stay. So yeah, some restaurants will charge you a coperto. We got risotto, which was 18. The water is way more expensive than other parts of Italy. Water usually is 150 most in Rome, but this one is 4. And the coffee also pretty expensive, 250. So yeah, you're here in the premium. As I mentioned, if you really want to be on a budget here in Italy, in this area of Italy, if you want to see all the islands, there's fast food pizza nearby, but also if you're staying in Sorrento is a bit cheaper, but if you're staying in Naples, it's much cheaper. You'll be eating like a king in Naples for a quarter of the price. So just keep that in mind. But I did enjoy it, and it was wonderful views, and I think it was worth showing you a little piece of Capri eating down. So I'm gonna pay. I'll show you the views. I heard Capri is a luxury resort. It's not a resort per se, but it is a luxurious island. Hi, Don from Twitch. Nice to see you here. Everyone listens to Dean Martin's version of Isle of Capri. I can't wait to listen to that. I'll listen to it before I go live for the next part. How do you say cheers in Italian? Salute. It's sparkling water. In America, yes, this would be $7 US. So that's why I say this is pretty much New York prices. In America, yes, this would be about $7. In Italy, it's very normal to find sparkling water for $1.50 in almost everywhere. But of course, we're in an expensive island, so it's different. Still cheaper than $7 for sparkling water in America. Yeah, America's kind of crazy with sparkling water. You could get soda water, which is not mineral water. And sometimes they even charge you for that in America. All right. Scusa, I'll pay via card. Carta? Grazie.
No.
Is that your dog? Or the
Yes.
dog? Oh, what's his name?
Coco.
Coco. Oh, wonderful. Compliments to the chef. That was an amazing risotto.
Thank you. La firma.
Yes, claro.
Guarda, ti fa pure filmare. Thank you.
Grazie mille.
Grazie.
Buon giornata. So this is Ristorante Pizzeria Materita. There. So I would recommend it if you want to splurge. It might be a very romantic place at night, specifically. So I would recommend it if you want to splurge, yeah. And I can imagine it would be romantic with all of that lit up and here right by the church and everything. Very cute restaurant, yeah. And, or if you're a huge fan of basketball and want to go to the same place Kobe Bryant went to, and check it out. So here's a church, which I think was built in the 1500s, it said. Let's take a look. And if anyone can let me know what time it is. Oh, 2:45. I gotta leave very soon. Jesus has come knocking. Oh wait, never mind. Someone doing construction. Never mind. Oh, it's just Capri. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, it's just Capri. Not my time yet. All right, good. Jahu says don't go until yeah, I can't because, still got to do UK and Ireland as I've always attended. So that was a beautiful church. Built long time ago. Well, someone mentioned a red postal box. Is this the one? This is how you send postcards. Such a beautiful town. Here we have a rosticeria. If you want smaller bites, these are better bets. Pasticerias. They sometimes have a few savory items. Mount Salerno right up there. Huge cross on Mount Salerno. Let me zoom in. That was a beautiful church. It was, yeah. Sheil says go to Blue Grotto. I don't have time for Blue Grotto today. The last ferry is at 1540. I mean, sorry. 1740. I gotta double check. Everyone bear with me. I gotta double check my last ferry. Less people now. Yeah, now it's getting a little bit emptier. Charles, am I doing the mount lift? No, not too much time. I want to show you Capri, where all the celebrities hang out. So I'm going there in a very short while. 1740. Okay, good. I still got time. So 540. So I don't have too much time actually. All right, everyone. I'm going to show you more of a speed through walk for the rest of Capri. We don't have too much, luckily, left. It's a pretty small town. So let me show you a nice kind of quick run through here. Beautiful architecture. Yes, check schedule. Yeah, I don't have too much time, fortunately. Oof. Very tight on time. But this is a good reminder. A lot of people here in this broadcast, of course, naturally have recommended a lot of awesome places. And look how beautiful. There's so much here in this town to explore. Somebody give the man a scooter. Indeed. You're off to Piazza Umberto then. Yes, I am. So, yeah, there's so many things you can do in any given place. Some places have more things than others. This one has more things than, say, Positano. Positano is not as jam-packed as Capri is. But you do have the option to travel and try to cram as many things you can. Or maybe it's not so much about cramming, but it's about planning. Like you would do like a good tour guide experience might do for you. You can do that. Of course, that takes work beforehand. You have to go online, you have to check exactly the schedules, you have to make an itinerary, and that could be fun. I know people definitely enjoy that. Or you can travel, kind of go with the whims, and you do risk of not seeing everything, but what you do end up experiencing potentially is just a really good relaxing time. And no one knows when you don't make an itinerary, you don't know whether you might encounter something really beautiful. Like this lemon risotto is something I'm probably gonna remember. So remember, there's always that option when traveling. There's the option of going with the flow, not making an itinerary, but yes, you do run the risk of sometimes barely even seeing anything. But maybe the few things you do see will be really special. And for me it was. I went to Villa San Michel. Check out the previous video. Those views are magical. I'm really full. I need like a hammock. Ooh. So there's a little bit more to this town, but let me walk over and show you where to take the bus. Pro tip for quick bites are these little pizzerias. And these pizzerias you can find pizza, usually very inexpensive. Wow, now it's much quieter. I think all the day trippers are starting to leave. It just reminds me of a Hollywood movie set, says Lisa. So gorgeous. Yeah. And we got a lot of people tuning in. I'm so glad people end up seeing this. So if you're tuning in right now, slam that like button. And let me know if you're on team like. Some people, because we're going to places where people are not really searching too much for, or they might be used to just the New York content, or they recently got used to Greek or Rome content. So YouTube, it might not be showing this to everyone. So do consider slamming this like button. So the urbanists out there who might not know that I'm actually indeed live today in Capri, they can see this video. And I'm sure they'll be grateful that you helped them out to see this video. Oh, look at this street art. Jau says this place is so chill. Oh, yes. Hollywood stars would stay here in the 50s. Yeah, and that's what I want to show you. So I got to take the bus to Capri, where the Hollywood stars would mostly stay at. Not so much up here. This is a little bit more out of the way for many of the starlets. Also, it's a bit farther away from the beaches because we're so high up. We're in the mountain. After lunch is siesta time in Italy. Oh, I can see why. I'm feeling kind of heavy. Might need a few more espressos, like 2 or 3 more. Maybe I'll hang out with Ben. We'll get some extra large Dunkin' Donuts coffee. How much is the ferry? Ooh, the ferry was expensive. I spent, was it 37 euro? Ooh, yeah, it was expensive. Round trip. Around 37 euro. Oh, I see a line, yes. That means the bus hasn't passed by yet. You need the bat boat, says Rene. Yeah, Rene, yeah, you're right. All right, I see the bus. I might need to take that. All right, everyone, I gotta bid you adieu. Sorry, bus is calling. I'm not sure when the next bus is going to be. It might take quite a while. So everyone, keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. Thank you so much for watching. I hope there's room in the bus. These buses are so tiny. Oh, that's tiny. Oh, no, it's not my bus. Okay, good. Still got time for my bus. All right. All right, everyone. Luckily, this is the line for my bus. Main square, everyone keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. Hopefully I'll see you soon at Capri, where the main luxurious part is located, and then later in Sorrento. Keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. Ciao, everyone. And thank you, everyone, so much for those super chats and the people who sponsored the meal via different ways. Keep being awesome. Ciao.